We are live. This is the market update. I am your host, Bill Noble. This is the everybody in, everybody out, everybody back in market update. Can memes, big ones, go up 80% and start alt season? Sound crazy? Not really. YouTube members know about it already. They know about it already. They knew about it early. So they also knew about privacy coins with Zcash up 16% yesterday with the market down. Why am I telling you this? Because this market is full of surprises. This market forces everyone out. Everybody is still sort of scared based on what happened over the last 6 months. It goes down. No one wants to buy it. It goes up. Everyone wants a dip. They get a dip. They don't want it. It's a big psychological head game. And if you want to win the head game, I'm going to give you one word. It's called conviction. I have been selling crypto as a way out of the constant negativity and the constant malaise that you hear about events everywhere. And barring something that makes oil go to $200, you can have a speculative frenzy because the market wants to get it going. Small memes have told you that. Big memes are about to tell you that. And you can even boil this down to stuff like Cardano, because if stuff is underowned, underappreciated, or unknown, right? Underowned, underappreciated, and unknown, it can go up a lot. Especially if everyone's like, well, there are events and I have to wait. Actually, no, you don't. It's not investment advice, but I've been screaming, and so have the people who are in both Patreon and YouTube members. Get involved. Even though it looks like it's up, it's not really up, especially if you zoom out, even just a little bit. Okay? Head and shoulders, teacup and handle, everywhere. The bigger the base, the higher in the space, everywhere. Some stuff hasn't even moved. Some stuff hasn't moved. WIF didn't move until today, right? So YouTube members got all this stuff early. I'm going to go through the news and give you some of the charts, not all of them, of course. And then we've got, a tour of the member area, privacy, Coinbase alts based, this Uniswap announcement. Okay, layer twos, ding, 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 right? Uniswap just came out with one, and there's an underappreciated one that's been out for a long time, Base. That's got a whole range of coins that everybody loved in January, and then everybody abandoned. Like so many meme coins, which are back specifically what I would call the celebrity meme coins. My business partner, Toby, colleague and analyst, looks at me and goes, celebrity meme coins are going to come back. And this is like a month or 2 months ago. And I'm like, what? Guess what? They're back. They are back, right? It is not going to be just dogs and hippos on this one. It could be the celebrity coins that lead. Two big celebrities that we can't really talk about on a public stream, but I did talk about it in the member area, right? Meme coins of famous people can go up a lot. You can have market cap expansion and valuation expansion. We will show you the charts, so don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Welcoming members, Super Matt, today's Tech Bites. Welcome. Gian is here. Hello. Welcome to the show. All right, Bull Runner, Steve Mesa right on time. Steve nailed the Sui pullback. They gave you a pullback. You got to take advantage. Alexandra, Richard Berry. Hope everybody's surviving in Georgia and Florida. Special wish out to T-Bone. Hope he's okay. Randall, the Biomex is here. Welcome. Fuzz Crypto. Din, some new names. Ron, Donato, Patriot Caveman. Don't forget to check out his new meme coin. He mentions it here in the comments on the live stream. We want to give these guys a shot, particularly if they have a positive message, right? Miklo, Daniel J, Randall, welcome. PJL, hello. Crypto Crazy coming in from Twitter. Rotine Cheese, Yappy, the water guy, welcome. All right. Randall Dance, Lawn Shark, the OG, Daniel J, welcome. News, let's go. Okay, Trader XO. The emotional fears echoed on the timeline upon pullbacks has been fascinating to observe, yet they are great for entry. Well, I hope the market never, whoops, share screen. Whoops. The emotional fears echoed on the timeline has been fascinating. They are great for entry. If the market ever really goes down, people might really go crazy a little bit. Why does everybody get so bearish when it goes down? The Zero Hedge guy says, XO nails the generational bottom in ETH and is now flexing on us. Well, I'll tell you who's flexing: YouTube members, okay? This show is brought to you by my Patreon, the Spartans. Literally, they bring you the show. That's the home of 6th Street Crypto Podcast. Then there's YouTube members. Okay, YouTube members get exclusive videos, model portfolios, AMAs, basically the works. It's a one-stop shop for all of our altcoin research. Okay. Joe Rogan, dare I say his name, but Joe Rogan is bringing people around, and it may be the final victory lap for, Donnie T, as Miss Teen Crypto calls him, as he may appear on the show. What matters for the event in November is very simple. What is a capital markets and crypto-friendly outcome? Leave the other ideas out of it for the show. What is the capital markets friendly outcome? And as that becomes more clear, potentially, has that been traded in crypto? Right? Has a capital markets friendly outcome been traded in crypto? I would say absolutely not. Absolutely not. No way. We're all sitting around range bound getting bearish every time it goes down. What happens if Uncle Sugar has to rationalize costs and then uses treasury money to buy Bitcoin? I mean, even if that doesn't happen, it can be priced in. It hasn't been priced in. Everybody's pricing in Chinese fiscal stimulus. Okay. Well, we know that the more sugar they feed the market, the more sugar they have to continue to feed the market, right? And in other words, they cannot stop after what happened with their equity market if they want to keep it up. And I know they do, because what's going on over there is serious. Again, as I've said over and over again, everybody is worried about a second round of inflation, right? China accounts for 20% of the world's GDP. Their economy is in like a deflationary slump. And we have to cut govy spending. Again, Randy's term. We got to cut spending. So if we got to cut spending, the Fed's going to have to make up for that with lower rates and high-powered money. And I just can't think of a more bullish macro theme for crypto, especially since, gold keeps going up and green fiat has to go lower. Everybody is like, you should see the people giving up on ETH, right? Everyone's giving up. Look at this. Mt. Gox postpones deadline. Okay. Well, that's great. It's like they don't want to sell. They don't want to dump on the market. That's good, right? Meanwhile, Uncle Sugar unloads 4.2 B of the Silk Road sale. And again, this goes to what we've been talking about open interest in a confined space. So seller, buyer, seller, buyer, seller, buyer, all in a confined space. Uncle Sugar selling to the private sector. So when the forced selling ends, where is the next bid? Where's the next offer going to come from? Who is going to sell to the next round of buyers once the forced selling, the suppression, I don't know, you call it whatever you want. When these characters are done and the Michael Saylors of the world have drained out all the Bitcoin, where's the supply for the next round of ETF buyers? It's not there. So it's market buying and, it's tally ho, and it's probably going to start late October and it's going to go, you're going to have these waves. And people like yesterday were all bearish. Like everybody was bearish yesterday. I mean, where do you see this news? Where do you see it? I mean, where do you see the news flip? It's unbelievable. Now, as an aside, former Fed trader warns we are this close to some kind of funding problem inside the banking system. Now, this is a little bit complicated. Know this. If there is a reason why the Fed around a big event in November has to put high-powered money in the system, they're going to do it. They're going to do it right around the election, if not sooner. And they may have to do it after, but they're going to do it, right? There's no way you can have like a massive banking problem during a change of power or a continuation of power or whatever it is. They just can't have it. They can't. So high-powered money is gonna hit the system. Okay. Apartments in New York City lost the article. Just as a reminder, a guy named Ray Dalio has discussed, people being very unhappy about the November results. There's an affordable housing crisis because there are millions of people who are here recently who are currently, in housing. What's going to happen if there's an event in November and those people think they're going to lose their housing? You could have events that drive gold higher and green fiat lower, right? Like everything points to higher Bitcoin. It does. This too, okay? Uniswap reveals a plan to launch Ethereum Layer 2. Again, and again, and again. Do you really think that the Ethereum universe is just going to lay down and let Solana take the whole thing? No. Will Solana take the whole thing? Yeah, probably. But what happens if ETH comes back in the market? Because you got to ask yourself a question. Like right now, it's like Solana memes. I get it. But what happens if ETH wakes up? Like, people are ignoring the macro case for ETH because everyone's selling for whatever reason. Right? The ETF is not doing well, but what happens if that turns around? In research, you get paid for imagination. If nothing happens, ETH sits here at 1,200. But what happens if there's a renaissance in ETH and ETH Layer 2s and trading? Solana leading NFTs. By the way, NFTs and fine art are not dead. There are some low cap picks in the member area where, we kind of discussed from a trading point of view, 10 undervalued altcoins to snatch up. You know what? One of them is real world assets with art. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Okay, here comes the Ethereum FUD, right? So this is when the market was down. Ethereum in a boring range. Let's talk about China. Okay, Bitcoin capitulation happening any minute. Is Bitcoin price going to crash again? Now, 1.3 billion in ETH potentially up for sale. So, yeah, it's like every sovereign is going to sell the low. Please hurry up and do so. Really. Please. Okay. All right. Exchange reserves. So, Ethereum on exchanges. So, Ethereum price goes down because everyone is shipping ETH to an exchange to be sold. Again, please feel free to liquidate everything at the low. The sooner, the better. 4 reasons the Ether ETF has underperformed. Right. And the reason it would start outperforming is because somebody finally stopped selling ETH and everybody goes, ETH is a form of money and, it's not going to be just Bitcoin or maybe Zcash. All forms of money could just go up a lot. It may not go up a lot today, but watch out. If Pepe starts moving, ETH could follow. Bitcoin derivatives reflect short-term sell pressure or sell signal. Bitcoin has stuck in a sideways range. Is there a pattern here? Okay. Govy says crypto, has been on the wrong end of the regulatory stick. Somebody can finally feel confident to speak out. Now, this matters because people are starting to be unafraid of the powers that be, knowing that the powers that be may be going on a golfing vacation. Okay? So, if that is true, is this priced into the market? No. As I've been repeatedly telling YouTube members, and Patreon for some time. This is not priced in at all. And meme coins are telling you that. All right, so the primary job of government is to protect the people. And if market makers or whoever in meme coins have been taking advantage of people and then rugging them, like, I know it's always good to be suspicious, but I'm actually all about more integrity in the market. If the govy can do its job and ensure integrity in the marketplace so people can do this meme coin things without getting like overly hurt outside of the excessive speculation. In other words, get the predators out of the market. Now, I know they fumbled this whole thing, and you know, there were wallets that got revealed, and it's also could be a giant distraction, right? Just a giant distraction, right? So, okay, let's put some integrity in the market, but don't fall for these distractions, because everybody was talking about this 2 days ago, and nobody was talking about buying the dip, okay? Flawed research drives harmful Bitcoin policies, okay? So they're talking about all this stuff, and everybody's talking about negative things at crypto conferences. Please stop it, right? In other words, look at all the negativity that came out, and then the market just turns around and boom, goes up. MicroStrategy hits 25-year high. So MicroStrategy, of course, is worth a lot more than the Bitcoin than it holds. Why is that? Well, because if someday somebody needs to own a lot of Bitcoin, they're going to have to take over MicroStrategy to get it. Mergers and acquisitions in crypto is something that no one is thinking about, because right now, all we talk about is the range, and we're at 65 and then we're at 61. And that's not what we should be talking about. We should be talking about what happens if somebody has to buy gigantic amounts of Bitcoin. How are they going to do it? How are they going to do it? Well, first, they're going to drive it to 100K. Then when it's at 100K, they're like, what are we going to do? Market buy this up to 150? Or are we going to take over a miner? They may just take over a miner or bid for MicroStrategy. I mean, I know that's like out there, but you got to start wondering, you know, everyone's like, oh, the market's going to moon. Okay. It's October. Okay. Well, you know, how does that happen? What's the upside catalyst? No one thinks about this. All they see is red ink and everyone's IQ. You know, the market goes down 2% and everybody's IQ goes down 15 to 20%. Like the IQs just stop. Like nobody has any imagination except YouTube members and Patreon members. Thank you. Memberships. Thank you. Nobody except those guys, right? Because I'm just this big mouth going, hey, 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 hey. Right? The catalysts are right there in front of your face. I mean, if these catalysts had been coming out in January or December, I mean, you know, you'd have 5% gap moves. It would just be gap and go. And now the market's like, meh. Okay. MicroStrategy wants to be, you know, could be valued at $1 trillion by the time it's all said and done. You know, like, why can't MicroStrategy join the Magnificent Seven? Of course it can. Of course it can. I mean, MicroStrategy is going to be considered like a digital vault, if you will. It's a digital vault. Right? I mean, if they have the most valuable or one of the most valuable monetary assets, like if they're holding like almost a strategic reserve asset, right? I mean, they're holding it in mass quantities and they're not selling it. Like this is something that people really don't understand. Michael Saylor talks about multi-million-dollar price target. No one's talking about 80. No one's talking about 80 or 90. You don't hear one word about it. You hear these like big, you know, big price targets, but you don't hear anybody talking about where it can go short term. And the fact that altcoins can just take off and leave while Bitcoin is in a range, which is what could be happening today. They could be trading the capital markets friendly outcome in November right now as we speak, which is why I loaded the YouTube member area and why we're going to do all kinds of stuff over the weekend to make sure everyone's ready. Like they take it down for 2 days. So what? So what? If they don't crack it and oil doesn't go to 200, the market could just climb the wall of worry, which is why you have whales they're just waving it in. It's like, hey, we're long, we're strong, come get us. Come get us, right? Michael Saylor had he put up with Bitcoin at 16K for 6 months. You think they're going to get him out, or somebody's going to get discouraged because Bitcoin prints 59? Who do you think was down there at 59? Everybody, right? Somebody wants to sell? Wonderful. Wonderful. We'll see you in January. See you in January. What? You got no more to sell? Oh, okay. Well, let's just go market buy it, right? Analyst eye October. So we went from all bearish to all bullish. And everyone's like, well, it's October. You know, I don't mind seasonal analysis. You know, it was supposed to be Rectember, and it wasn't. It started off kind of bad, but then it recovered, just like last year. And everyone's like, well, it should go up in October, and it hasn't. And nobody wonders, like, it's October, so my bags should go up, as if these things should happen automatically. They don't happen automatically. They happen because people look at the market and go, this is not priced properly. And the TA is decent. The TA, in some cases, hasn't even had a breakout. If you get breakouts, all these news articles will be like, wow, this is breaking out. Yeah, bro. That's why I'm getting the members and everybody and you, right? You know, I mean, I know I talk about the members a lot, but you know, we got more than one free YouTube channel. So there's obviously this channel, so we would appreciate if you would subscribe so you know when we're going live, as well as turn on the notification button. But we've also got Unhinged Crypto, right? We got 2 sites, 453 subscribers. Please help us get the 500, where, you know, me and, you know, the co-analyst Toby are rocking videos, shorts, thought leadership, and as the thumbnail says, she knows. Don't believe me? Try it out. Try it out. Back to the news. Now we're on the bullish half of the news. We're on the bearish half of the news before. Okay, so remember this? Well, bearish signals everywhere. Bitcoin should crash any minute. Then Bitcoin goes up 2%. Traders report 100% bullish indicators. Crypto ETFs still hot, with 50% of U.S. investors planning to buy, says the home of retail. So, you know, I used to work there. You know, Schwab does have a lot of, like, you know, they have a great philosophy. They're like, ignore the noise, right? It's one of their 7 principles. Just ignore the noise, either hodl or buy the dip or both. Ignore the noise. Okay. But if only 50% of the people want to get involved, they're still worried about the noise. The noise is affecting 50%. I mean, what is going to happen when people start market buying? Because they don't care. I mean, they're used to NVIDIA. They're used to up only. You know, there's nothing that they like better than to buy high and sell higher. They love it. So as soon as it starts to go up, you're going to have all these people flying in. I mean, there's all these buyers, and once govies are done selling, who's there? Like, where's the offered side of the order book? There isn't any. There just isn't any. And I mean, you got all these events happening in the world, and it's not driving the market down. And then not only that, but, you know, Mr. Market is coming in and going, you know what? While everybody's sitting around worried, we're going to speculate. We're going to do memes. We're going to do whatever. Right? We're going to moon the most speculative stuff in the market, which frequently, you know, is how big rallies start. The most speculative stuff goes first. Now, I know every time they get the memes going and it's, you know, they talk about a meme coin super cycle, the market goes down. I get it. But if this spreads to the big meme coins, and big hedge funds have to chase that, and there's big meme coins on, you know, on Coinbase, they got Doge, Pepe, and Bonk. You know, what happens if people start going after that? You know, these people who do Bitcoin ETFs via Schwab, they got Coinbase accounts. They're going to want in too, particularly if one of those memes actually does become money. All you need to hear is that somebody's taking Doge for pizza, like what Miss Teen Crypto is always showing. You know, it's going to happen. Karate Combat Sports launched their own layer 2. This is so underrated, so underpriced. Like it's a gaming play, and Toncoin has got it too. They've expanded their user base because they have a hamster game. Gaming is happening. Real world assets is happening. You know, a certain famous figure is running a DeFi platform on Aave. Everyone's just standing around looking at each other going, yeah, wow. I guess we should be negative because the market went down 2%. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Right? If you look at LuxAlgo, right? If you look at the LuxAlgo work, so that affiliate link is down below. You know, this thing sells itself. I mean, you get involved in the discount zone. It calculates it for you. So it calculates cheap, not investment advice. It calculates equilibrium or balance, and then it calculates premium or expensive. Buy discount, buy the dip around equilibrium, sell on premium, and go to something else that's near discount or equilibrium. That's it. That's it. Then you know what? We're just, the members are printing with this stuff. We're printing. Okay. Tesla theme coins go up. Speculation, anybody? Okay. The event in November and meme coins drive the conversation at a big crypto conference. What is the capital markets friendly outcome? And is that priced into crypto? No. That is what meme coins are actually telling you. Right? That they're just like, oh my God, we're going to go for it. Because again, a lot of the meme coins that are mooning are, you know, very tight-knit communities of people that hodled. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, let's speculate. Boom. And the value of the communities is what's going up. The value of the communities and the narrative. In other words, believe it or not, old-fashioned equities is about the story. It's not about earnings. It's about the story. Right? What kind of story is there? What kind of story is there behind a meme coin? You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, people, don't fade this thing. Don't fade it. Okay, let's see who's here. Oh, okay. All right, Pancakes and Peanut Butter is here. Welcome. Welcome. Definitely subscribe to Unhinged. Okay, Bull Runner. Donnie T on base. I got a number for you on that. How about 20? Currently trades at 4.5. Okay, discussed this with the member group in a video this morning. What about 20? Where's the rest of the market if that coin's at 20? Big Rich in the house. A major Spartan. Banging away with those emojis that you can get either with the big membership or with the $4.99 one, where we prioritize your comments and we shout you out on the screen, on the stream, like Jordan, right? Gian, welcome. All members. Today's Tech Bites. Welcome in the house. Right? Let's get it. Let's get it. Okay. Now, I'm gonna talk to what's going on PowerPoint, because again, members actually saw the charts. I got it in there as a video. You know, it will absolutely, frankly, blow your mind. Right? Like this one is like, you know, can meme coins spark alt season? Right? 10 undervalued coins. Privacy, we nailed Zcash. 5 altcoins exploding. Everybody is sitting around bearish. This is like DeFi, base. Let's do this. Let's go to live TA. Okay. Oh, wow. Look at MicroStrategy. Pushing that premium zone. You know, like I noticed valuation is huge. This thing is breaking out of a box. This thing is breaking out of an accumulation cone. And I'm telling you right now, if this becomes the first thing to blow through a LuxAlgo premium zone, forget about it. Now, what is more likely is because this trades at such a premium to the Bitcoin that it holds, I wouldn't be surprised if the stock kind of like normalized on its movement and Bitcoin just caught up. Bitcoin just caught up. You know, it used to be that the big broker dealers like Merrill Lynch or Lehman Brothers and, you know, Morgan Stanley, back in the day, when they used to rally, when the stocks would rally, the stocks back in the 90s that would benefit from stronger capital markets, when they would rally, stock markets, bond markets would all rally. They would all follow those stocks. Why is this different? This is not different at all, right? MicroStrategy is breaking out. And look at Coinbase. What? I guess no one wants to trade on Coinbase, right? I mean, LuxAlgo is great because, you know, Coinbase is still at the discount zone. Like yesterday, Coinbase was 8% from its discount zone. Coinbase, as of now, is 50% away from premium and 20%, 17% from equilibrium. And it has a head and shoulders bottom. And if you want to see what meme coins look like this, well, you know, come check us out. But, oh, you know, Coinbase can't go up. You know, Coinbase is done. It's all done. It's over. You know, Galaxy Digital, Mike Novogratz's hedge fund. This has been up only. This just done nothing but go up. Like the recent correction, it's like nothing. It's like it hit this. LuxAlgo automatically draws these trend lines, these blue lines. This is like the American version of the Canadian share for the Galaxy Digital hedge fund. Who's going to stop this? Who's going to stop it? I mean, you know, equities continue to go up. You know, the Bitcoin ETF. Look at this. Buy signal LuxAlgo. Fill a gap that I didn't think that they would fill. I was like, are they going to fill this gap? Yeah, they filled it. All right. They pushed everybody out. Now it's going the other way. 15% to the premium zone. You got any idea where the rest of this market is? If Bitcoin is up 15%? I mean, you know, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable that this market just sits around and is like, yeah, that's boring. Right? I mean, you know, this is dollar index on a daily basis, right? So the dollar does a downward sloping wedge. It pops up, but it pops up to equilibrium. And in this particular case, I might ask a simple question. Should the DXY be above or below equilibrium? Based on, you know, like the number of federal employees that the Govy has hired lately. I mean, where should this be? Where should this be? I mean, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Okay, Solana on a daily chart is bouncing off its equilibrium level. Again, I hope they had fun selling Solana right into a LuxAlgo support point. Thank you very much. Thank you. Right? ETH. Kind of wondering what happens if ETH breaks this LuxAlgo downtrend line here. You know what I'm saying? Like, LuxAlgo is still in bull mode from back here in late September. And then they had to do this in ETH. I don't know why. I don't know. I guess they had to do it to make sure we all still hated it right before it pops to equilibrium, which is 23% above where the market is right now. And look at these base coins, right? Like everybody knew about this early in the membership area, right? Like, look at this. In Aero, after going up and going sideways, LuxAlgo's piling in with a buy signal right here. So LuxAlgo is basically saying, uh-oh, maybe Aero is going to be the first coin to take out a premium zone. I read something on Twitter that said LuxAlgo, Aero is still 30x away from the high market cap for Uniswap from the last cycle. But, you know, no one's going to trade on ETH. No one's going to trade on Base. No one wants to buy Degen. Decentralized social media. I don't know. Let's just see where Degen is trading. See if that's going with the market or whether that's, you know, getting tired. You know, who is going to get in front of this stuff? Are you telling me there's people out there going, yeah, you know what? I'm going to short all this. I'm going to short it. Okay. Okay, bro. You go ahead and do that. And you'll collect your money for 2 days. And you got about 2 days to cover before you get completely squeezed out. And for whatever reason, I cannot find Degen, but that's okay. It's in the member area. One thing I think is really funny is this Arkham token, which, you know, this is also like a base coin. It looked dead. It was doing absolutely nothing in mid-September, and then it just popped, and now it's holding support. Right? All of this stuff. I can't believe, I love it, but, you know, Zcash is up again. Right? Zcash popped, the market went down. That's usual. But someone's after this, and this whole idea that no one wants privacy. Are you kidding me? Okay, so Degen is correcting. Right? Now, when it comes to Degen, obviously this market went up a lot. Or did it? Let's go to a 2-day chart. Is that really up a lot? Or has that gone up and then LuxAlgo just inserts support underneath as money flow writes because people just kind of threw in the towel right over here? Right? I mean, it's unbelievable. Right? Why is everyone sleeping on baby Doge? Dude, I don't know why anybody is sleeping on any meme coin. Okay, SEI or SUI. I don't know, man. This looks like an epic catch-up rally in SEI. You got this diamond bottom here. You got LuxAlgo putting support underneath the recent rally and 50% to go until equilibrium. I mean, like, this has got to be one of the more powerful technical bottoms out there, honestly. Right? I mean, honestly. People are just, you know, Aiken said, should people be focused on the Russell 2000 and Bitcoin correlation? Okay, well, in equities, right, they can't keep it down. I mean, the S&P just keeps making new high after new high. Now, it's at the premium zone, so you have to ask yourself, S&P or Bitcoin? I think S&P acting like that is simply a sign of high-powered money in the system. So the powers that be want equities up. Fed puts high-powered money in the system and then sits on Bitcoin and crypto, trying to keep it down. Good luck with that. With all this money in the system, good luck with that. I mean, again, equities are telling you. Right? This is the thing that, you know, these are small cap stocks. Okay, they have not made a new high yet. It feels like everything that has not made a new high is going to make a new high. It's going to make a new high. Joe Mike is here. Welcome. Please hit the like button. Go He is here. Oh my God, SKBDI or SKBD. Is this like the Walmart? I don't know. Like I saw this as like some kind of like toilet thing. I mean, they are coming up with stuff in the meme coin world that is absolutely unbelievable. I can't spell the name of the token right. SKBDI. Okay, yeah. Let's share this. Like this I think is an example of what they're after. So this is like a video game, and I don't think anybody would think to buy this, but the lesson is if you have something consolidating in a box at a $20 million market cap, it can go up to 50. just because. $40 million. Far be it from me to argue with whatever the market wants to do. I also understand there's something about Ohio that's moving. Brain rot, not investment advice. They took it from 0 to like 2 to 3 million. And there are like culture coins, religious coins. I've seen like Western coins, Eastern coins, Middle East coins, a lot of stuff from the last cycle, the last meme coin cycle. Like stuff is like waking up. And of course, I wasn't sharing the screen, but that's okay. Perhaps it's good not to share the screen on absurdly speculative meme coins, but there are coins like, say, in the base universe. Like this is an example. This is higher. So, I mean, this could have bag holders and be, done. Right? This was the low right before the final uptick and then the end. But this had $100 million market cap at the top. Now it's at 13. You have to ask yourself about anything in the $20 million zone. Can they go after it? Or are they done going after some of this stuff and they're going to turn around and go after the big coins? I mean, one thing I was talking about, just, I don't know, to just have kind of a laugh. Like what happens if they go after Cardano? Like this is a complex head and shoulders top, meaning 2 attempts to take it down here, 2 attempts to take it down in the middle, and 2 attempts to take it down on this side. And what happens if Cardano breaks like 40 cents? I mean, technically speaking, theoretically, to the premium zone, you could have a 40 or 50% rally in Cardano. Now, if Cardano goes up 40%, where's the rest of the market? Where's the rest of the market? And I don't think anybody is asking themselves these questions, right? Everyone is focused on, oh my God, there's a problem. Oh my God, there's negativity. Oh my God, there's all this stuff happening. What happens if meme coins are telling you that all this stuff is just going to turn around and take off, right? It's going to turn around and take off, right? Hello from Milwaukee, Crypto Chronic. Welcome, right? Right. Jordan Key says, right, these 2 coins that I brought up are like, high school slang. Okay. Oh, I forgot to do SUI. So I did SEI. Now I can do SUI. So, you had about, you had about a day to buy this thing. LuxAlgo on an 89-minute chart, a high conviction buy right on the low. You break the downtrend line and it's just gone, right? It's going to go to the premium zone at 216, retest the high. I mean, I think SEI probably has more upside, but again, you have Sui, MicroStrategy, right? And what happens if these coins blow through the premium zone? Or what happens if they sit at the premium zone, they hold there, they don't back off, and everything else just catches up with it. Everything else just catches up with it, right? This is like classic. This happened last year, and it happens in markets in general, is that you have sector leadership, right? Certain coins go, and then boom, it's off to the races. Like I can check AI. Like, we've been screaming about AI and crypto and blockchain, right? That this whole idea of certifying who owns what, like, artificial superintelligence token, FET up 7%, right? The graph up 4%, coins that we like. PAL up 10%, coins that we like. Coins that members have. Let's just see where TAO is. TAO is most likely going to be one of the Magnificent Seven. Oh, it's only up 10%. I mean, Do you realize the Tau is not even hit equilibrium, which is at 706, 721 roughly? It hasn't gotten there yet. I mean, it did. It printed there, but then it turned around and went back up. The premium zone in Tau is at 1,200. And everyone's like, well, I can't buy it. Well, you know what? This thing is back to where it was. It's just above where it was in April. Everyone's like, I can't buy it. Well, okay. Well, you can buy this stuff now because all of these tokens are probably going to wind up going back to their May high. In other words, they're going to unwind the summer. That comes straight from Toby. He's just like looking at the charts and like, yeah, you know, the summer, unwind it. You know, here is XRP. So they had to do this one down trade just to get everybody out. But to me, this makes the complex head and shoulders top and some of this Fibonacci circle work where, you know, this level, these levels are holding on this Fibonacci circle, you know, that I drew. I know this is a complicated chart, but I mean, what happens if XRP turns around and takes this out and the entire market looks like this? I mean, you could be talking about 90 cents. Why isn't everybody talking about XRP going to $1? Nobody's talking about that. Like everybody's talking about regulation, right? But no one's talking about like the power of what can go on here, right? BBRIA 33. Welcome. Welcome to the show. Thank you to all the members who are here. Big Rich saying it's time for the banana zone. Again, just as a reminder, the people who make this show possible, the Patreon group, right? That's $15. That's our middle tier offering. Check it out. Get the good stuff before everyone else, along with the members, where you pay one price to get all the stuff, right? Patreon members get podcasts and a newsletter basically every night. YouTube members get all of our reports for one price. One price, baby. Right? I mean, are you ready for the election? Are you ready? Are you ready for a capital markets friendly outcome? People, here's the good news. You're still early. You're way early. Remember all this back in March? Well, you know, you're not early anymore. Everybody made you feel terrible. Everybody's FOMOing in. Everyone's like, well, we're not early. The cycle took off without us. What if the cycle lasts 5 years? Everyone's always like the cycle, the cycle, the cycle. Okay. Well, I mean, I understand if you want to operate based on crypto history, but they didn't have a Bitcoin ETF, and you didn't need to have movements that you need to have in legacy foreign exchange, right? You didn't have the news flow that you have about govvies everywhere. So are we early? Are we ready? Are we early? Yes. Are we ready? Can we get ready? Yeah, we better get ready because meme coins are telling you, right? Like meme coins are telling you, everyone has forgotten the macro case for ETH. Everybody is fixated on the range of Bitcoin when they should be worried about, like, when is the trend going to start? Because I'm telling you, if this thing is at 60 something and it's trading at 70 something, you're going to look back and say, oh my God, on October 10th, I could have bought it at 59. Now, you don't have to buy the low. So don't start that. Don't start, oh, I missed it. You know, when it goes down, it was like, I'm too scared. When it goes up, everyone's like, well, I can't buy it. You know what? Do like Big Rich. Put money in on a regular basis, non-investment advice. And if oil goes to 200, we're all going to have much bigger problems. But if oil doesn't go to 200 because of some crazy event, the focus is going to be on the capital markets friendly event. And you have the legacy press, you have regulatory agencies, you know, you have people starting to back off, starting to be more balanced, you know, anticipating a different type of philosophy. And again, you don't have to like anybody. You know, you like this person, you don't like this person. I don't care what you like. The question is crypto going to trade a more favorable environment for crypto. Yeah. And if the market actually gets it, what do you want? Well, you probably want a list of 30 altcoins that you can like narrow down, and we have portfolio shows, and we do this all live with 2 analysts, right? Because it allows us to do the TA and update the portfolios like we're doing here, right? And yes, I'm advertising the services, but yes, I'm also trying to get you ready, because everybody gets bearish when the market goes down, and then the market goes up and everyone just sits there and looks at it. I'm like, no. Okay, you got the point. Let's get involved. We will see you in the member shows this weekend. Oh, we got a member request on XRP. Sorry. All right, I did XRP. I'll do it again. Sorry, fake ending there. Okay, XRP. Like I was saying, there's a couple different ways to draw it, but when you have a head and shoulders bottom, there's always a nasty, nasty final attempt by the bears to take it down. There it is. You have been paid to buy regulatory FUD. What happens to the market if memes wake up? I don't know. Cardano, XRP. What's going to happen to total crypto market cap? You're going to have much higher prices. And again, what has XRP done? Nothing. This goes back to the Are You Early? What has Cardano done? Nothing. What has ETH done? Nothing. What have base memes done? Nothing. Right? Zcash was at 40, and then Zcash corrected, and now it's at 30-something. Zcash has been there for a while. Right? AI, nobody's talking about it. There's multiple picks in here, stuff that I loved in March. If you loved it in January and March, you really got to love it now. Okay, that really is the end of the show now. I will see you next week.